Hello friends, in this video we are going to see stability of floating and submerged body. So stability of a floating body, first of all we are going to see here. So look at the first diagram. This is the line of symmetry and G is the center of gravity, and through G we are having the weight W in the vertically downward direction, and B is the center of buoyancy through which the buoyancy force will be passing in the vertically upward direction. So weight and buoyancy will be always in opposite direction. Weight and buoyancy will be always in opposite direction. So this is a neutral condition, this is a normal condition. Now there is a small disturbance given here, small disturbance. So there will be angle of tilt or disturbance angle delta theta, very small angle. So G is the center of gravity. Through this the weight will be always in the vertically downward direction, and then what happened, because of this slight disturbance here, the center of buoyancy is shifted here. You can see center of buoyancy is shifted towards the left. So what will happen, the buoyancy force is passing through this point in the vertically upward direction. This buoyancy force is meeting at that point, that is known as center of buoyancy, sorry, center of meta center. This we have already seen. So buoyancy force when passing through the point center of buoyancy meets the normal axis of the body at some point, that is known as meta center, that we have seen, correct? So this is the meta center. Now the question is stability of the floating body, how we can determine. The answer is stability of the floating body or even submerged body can be determined by the position of three centers. What are the three centers? One is your center of gravity, second is your center of buoyancy, and meta center. Okay, these three centers are required. But the question is how many centers are required for determining the stability of only floating body. If you talk about the only floating body, two centers are required. When you talk about the floating body, it is center of gravity and center of, or you can say meta center. Okay, only two centers are required here. In case of floating body, only two centers are required here, that is center of gravity and meta center. That means with the help of these two centers we can determine whether a floating body is stable, unstable, and equilibrium. So what do you mean by stable, unstable, and equilibrium? So in the physics we have studied this type of configuration. So let us say this is a spherical ball here. If you apply a small amount of force, so this ball will come to this position. Yeah, if you apply a small amount of force, this ball will come to a new position here, but it will never go back to original position, correct? So I can say the energy level of the ball will come down. This type of configuration is called as unstable. This type of configuration is called as unstable. On the other side, if you are having this type of configuration, there is a ball here. If you apply a small amount of force, this ball will reach to this new position, but it will come back to its original position, right? So this type of configuration is called a stable configuration, a stable condition, correct? And another one is this is your spherical ball. If you apply a small amount of force, there is no change in the energy level. This ball will move to a new position, but there is no change in the energy level. This is called as neutral condition, correct? So exactly same three conditions we are going to see for the stability of floating and submerged body. One is stable, unstable, stable, and neutral condition. So in the first case, what you are looking in the first diagram, this is a neutral condition, and this is your you can see this is a stable condition. First of all, restoring moment is there. You can see restoring moment is applied here because of the position of M and G. So when G is lying below the meta center, very important line I'm telling. If G is lying, so only 2 points you have to focus in this case, floating body, correct? I told you for the floating body only two cases, that is the center of gravity and meta center, correct? So if G is lying below the meta center, that is a case of stable condition. You will get the restoring moment, the body will come back to its original position, correct? Stable means the body should come back to its original position, as we have discussed here in this page. In this third diagram, you can see delta theta is more here, and G center of gravity is here, so weight is downward direction, and buoyancy force is shifted to the right hand side. And if you intersect this line, buoyancy lines and normal axis, you will find this metacenter M. Now this metacenter M is lying below the center of gravity. Then this is the case of unstable. This is the case of unstable. That means overturning moment is there, not the restoring moment, but overturning moment. It will turn the object or body. So stable means always you have to remember the three conditions in the table given below: stable, unstable, and neutral conditions. So for the stable position, CG lies below M. Very important. For the stable position, center of gravity lies below M. So in this case, you can see stable. I am writing here stable. Okay. So CG is below M. Unstable is third one. CG lies above M. You can see CG lies above M. And neutral position, so CG and M coincides in the same line. You can see center of gravity and M. Where is M? It is coinciding, right? So CG and M coincides. That is a neutral condition. Same thing we have to understand in case of submerged body also. This is floating body. You can see half of the body is outside water and half of the body is inside water. Correct? So now we are going to see the stability of the submerged body. Okay, so very nice diagram is given here. So this is a body having irregular shape definitely, but you can see in the last part more mass is concentrated here. Correct? This is you can see this part, hatching part. This is more mass is concentrated here, so the G point will is downward. Correct? So what? Let us take an example here. If I am having this irregular, yeah. So this is the body here. I am having center of gravity initially here. And where is the center of buoyancy? Let us say this body is completely submerged or immersed. Then this is center of buoyancy, same here. But if I will add, if I will add some copper wire, if I'm adding some copper wire like this, so making it more heavy, if you keep on adding copper wire, so the bottom part will become more heavier. So CG point will shift downward, right? CG point will shift downward. And what about the center of buoyancy? It will be there itself. It will be there itself. Only there is a movement of the CG point. So CG point will be shifted to downward direction. So in this case, the same diagram is shown here in the first one, stable equilibrium. Look at this, what happens here. So if CG is below, if you apply a small amount of force in this direction, let us say you are applying a small amount of force in this direction, correct? What will happen? This body will try to move in this direction, but it will get a restoring moment and it will come back to original position. You have seen many toys also. If you push, it will come back. It will oscillate for some time and it will come back to original position. So G is the center of gravity, weight is the force here you can see, and buoyancy force through B point. So G lies below. If G lies below, more weight is in the downward direction. So what happen? It will get a restoring moment and it will come back to original position. That is known as stable equilibrium. Now look at this. In this case, heavier mass is on this side. If you apply small amount of force here, correct? So G is here. You can see G is here, center of gravity on the top. So this body will not come back to original position. There will be a overturning couple and the body will move. You can see. So this is called as unstable equilibrium. And this is another type of balloon also you can see, which is completely submerged in water. So B and G will be coincide, correct? B and G will be coincide. So this is called as neutral equilibrium. So one thing is thumb rule here, for the stability condition, for the stable condition, G must be below. Whether it is a floating condition, whether it is a submerged condition, G must be below. Very important point. Look at this stable position. CG lies below CB. Correct? No. Here also CG is lying below the center of buoyancy. Unstable, CG lies above center of buoyancy. For this case, you can see it's unstable. Where is CG? CG is lying above the center of buoyancy. Neutral position, center of gravity and center of buoyancy coincides. Third one is neutral condition. So in this particular condition, we are not talking about metacenter. Very important. Metacenter will not talk here. Why? Because metacenter is only applicable for floating body. But what we are discussing here, submerged body. So in the case of submerged body, the two important points are center of gravity and center of buoyancy. Okay. Only 2 points are sufficient to determine out of 3. Which 2 points? That depends upon the case. If it is a submerged body, then center of gravity and center of buoyancy. And if it is a floating body, then center of gravity and metacenter. Now the same thing is summarized in one page. Let's go into the next page and we'll see the complete detail in a tabular column. The stability of floating and submerged body, you can see here. So positions stable, unstable and neutral. For the submerged body, CG and CB is mentioned here, the 2 points I told you, and for the floating body, CG and metacenter. So stable position, CG lies below center of buoyancy, CG lies below center of buoyancy, and for unstable, CG lies above center of buoyancy. Correct or not? And neutral position, CG and CB coincide. This we have seen. So I told you for the stable position, CG must be below of any cases, whether it is a submerged body or metacenter. In this case also, CG is below metacenter. CG lies above M for unstable, and it will coincide the 2 points for the neutral condition. This is a very important note here. You can see the relative position of center of gravity and center of buoyancy determine the stability of the submerged body. Very important. The same thing it is written in the table also. Which 2 points? Second note, the relative position of center of gravity and metacenter determine the stability of the floating body. Okay, so these 2 points helps you to remember which 2 points are applicable for the stability of floating and submerged body. Okay, thank you.